Lions, are they buyers and sellers? Mark Orem from Orem's Forum.
Definitely sellers, man. We're in no position to be a team that can be buying players and get rid of draft capital. We're in no position to do that. So we would have to get draft capital, try and acquire picks. So definitely sellers, guys. Definitely sellers.
If the Detroit Lions win on Sunday, I think they'll be buyers. And there's a individual you want to look out for, maybe a Ryan Kerrigan, a player like that from the Washington football team. I think that they could be a individual you can look for. If the Lions lose, I'd look for Marvin Jones to be a potential candidate, and maybe Kerryon Johnson to be a candidate to be traded. We don't know the status of Bo Scarborough, but keep those in mind as well. So trading Matthew Stafford. Would you trade Matthew Stafford in the offseason if the Lions are a top 5 draft pick, Dern?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, it depends what you're going to get for him.
Yeah. Okay, first round pick.
Yeah, he's gone.
Okay.
He's gone for a first rounder. And how high are they picking, by the way?
Top 5.
Yeah. Oh, he's gone.
Okay. Mark, what say you, man?
I'm the same. If we're a top 5 pick and we're getting back a first round pick as well for Stafford, I'm running to that phone and accepting it. Yeah, 100% to get rid of him. And I'm a Stafford guy, man. It's time to go. Yeah.
Keith says, #Lions. From a Bears fan, when will the Lions fans have enough of looking forward to the draft? As a Bears fan, I never worry about being the 4th when we suck and have a down year. As a Lions fan, we have sucked for so long.
That's all we got.
Long. That's all we got. We always we're always in the top 10 every year. And so we have to consistently, for us to be sane, we have something to look forward to, because the season always falls apart. The draft is something you can always look forward to and talk about as a content creator. I mean, the season seems to always be gone. I have to give you guys content. What is the one thing the Lions are always good at? The NFL draft. And being a top pick in that draft. So I'm always looking at it. TA Noble Sports does the same thing. So if you like draft content, subscribe to TA, subscribe to me, and I know Mark Orem of Orem's Forum does draft as well. Guess what? If the season continues the way it is, my draft prospects will be coming out by week 8. That's when I will start it. I started last year at week 8, and I will start it again this year. I've already done some folks I've been looking at.
Yep.
Paying a little bit of attention to a little bit, looking at that film, getting ready to drop that content, but I'm not there just yet. I want to see if the Lions can turn this thing around, and we will see. We will see. If you got questions, #Lions, the fan base. If you've not hit that like button, smash that like button. There's 51 in the chat with only 33 likes. Let's get the likes up, and that helps bring the content out and get this thing a crack-a-lack. And I think the season is still too young. Yes, it is still too young. I'm not going to drop a draft video until after week 8. Yeah. Then I'll really start talking about it. Let's see. #Lions. We are starting off 6-4. Look at the schedule. If the Lions are 6-4, Darren, man, shout out to you. You're Darren Stradamus. That would be fantastic. If they could turn this thing around and go 6-4, I will be happy. Dern, if the Lions turn it around and go 6-4, how are you feeling?
Well, first of all, great name. Gotcha.
Yeah.
If they turn it around, I will be very, very shocked.
Okay.
How do we look between these games? At 6-4, it's going to start looking pretty good. If we could actually do that. That puts us into at least maybe that last playoff spot.
Mm-hmm.
If we keep going, at least in contention. So I will just be very shocked if we start having more wins than losses pretty soon.
Okay. What about you, Mark? Would you be shocked as well?
I'd be blown away. I'd be totally blown away if we all of a sudden ended up being 6-4 with 6 games to go.
I'd love it.
I would love it. I just don't see it. I love Lions fans and I love our optimism and stuff like that. But We don't have the right or anything like that to be saying, look at the schedule.
Yeah.
We're not a good football team. We're not good enough to say that, guys. We're not. Every game is a must win for us. And every game is not easy. It doesn't matter that we're playing the 1-4 or 1-5 Jacksonville Jaguars. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? We're not a good team. We can't say that, man. But if we can go 6-4, hey, man, let's go on a run. Let's do something then. Do something with it. Then you got to win at least 3 more games probably to get in that last playoff spot, right? I'm assuming 9-7 get you in, probably because of the extra spot. So, yeah, I'm all for it, man. But come on, guys, we got to be a little bit more realistic, just a bit.
Marcus Will says Justin Fields or Trey Lance. I can tell you right now, I have not looked at the tape of Justin Fields as much as I have with Trey Lance. I have looked at Trey Lance thanks to TA Noble Sports. He told me to look at it. I looked at it. It depends who our coach is. If we get an Eric Bieniemy, take Trey Lance, because I think that Trey Lance could be what TA believes as well, is he could be a Patrick Mahomes. He's got that rollout ability. I still want to see his accuracy. I want to see him more. I'm going to have to look at previous tape because you can't look at this last game that they did, the only game that they're doing for the season. So I want to see a little bit more. But Dern, if you have a choice, Trey Lance or Justin Fields, who you taking?
Well, I guess I'm a little bit biased on this pick, but I'm going to choose Trey Lance for 2 reasons. One, he was born in my hometown. Okay. And 2, I do not trust Ohio State quarterbacks.
Okay.
Yeah.
When was the last Ohio State quarterback that came into the league and was actually good? It's been a very long time.
I can't remember.
What say you? Have you looked into Trey Lance or Justin Fields at all yet, Mark?
I'm more of a Trey Lance guy. I haven't looked at crazy the videos yet, but I've watched games of them both, and I like Trey Lance's upside a lot better. He's got that it factor. He just looks like the guy that's got that it factor. He's still a bit raw. He will need some help. He will need some help. He'd probably be a guy that you have to sit 100% sit, not like a Trevor Lawrence who you could play, but you could sit him too as well. But Trey Lance. I'm a Trey Lance over Justin Fields. I love his upside.
Yes, and I like the rollout ability. And guess what? Everyone said that you don't take Justin Herbert. He's not going to be a good quarterback. Dun, 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 dun. I've been praising this guy the whole time. I said I'd have took him with that 5th pick. And it's all those people that dogged, I swear, man, because I'm an Oregon Duck fan. I seen him play, and it was nice. I see we got 52 in the building. Let's get 50 likes. We're at 35. Can we get to 50? Let's get to 50. That would be fan-freaking-tastic. King James says, #trade. If we're not going to resign Galladay, would you swap him for Quinnen Williams, Dern?
Oof. Oh, man, that's a very good question. And yes, I would.
Okay.
It is a lot harder to find a really good defensive tackle than it is to find a wide receiver. There's a lot of really good wide receivers coming out of this year's draft again.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't think there's nearly as many good defensive tackles.
The question would be, if you're not going to re-sign him, can you get a good enough defensive tackle with a compensatory third round pick? I would say no. So I would take the trade, because you're not going to get that good of a defensive tackle, because he's going to get a compensatory. You'd get a third round pick. What say you, Mark?
I'd do the deal, like, for sure, man, because Quinnen Williams is a beast, man. He's a beast on a really bad football team. And if you're going to lose Kenny Galladay, hey, I'd like to lose him to gain a Q-dub, man, because that kid's a good football player, man. And he's rotten in New York. So, why not? Bring him over, man. It'd be nice.
Alexander, now this is kind of goes with this. What are you going to do if the Lions do not re-sign Kenny Galladay, Dern? What are you going to do if they just let him walk? Or franchise tag him?
I hope they don't franchise tag him. It would be a lot of money. Yeah, it would be a lot of money. I don't like to pay wide receivers unless they're Calvin Johnson that much, because he's going to want probably top 8, top 5 money. So in a way, I don't want to, but I really like the guy too. He's really good. He was a diamond in the rough for us in the 3rd round.
Yeah.
One of the very few picks that I really like from Quinn.
Yes.
But it's just really hard to pay a wide receiver that much money when we could use that money elsewhere to make us even better.
Ryan, first off, Legendary Sportscast, welcome, bro. Welcome, Scott West, Kool-Aid and Cornbread. Ryan says, I'm a Lions fan living in Florida. Lucky, it's nice there. I will be at the game on Sunday. Any request for things for me to yell at Patricia on the sideline? Many things. Right now, it's words that I can't say. It starts with F's. Win! Just say, win the game. God. And if we don't win, there's a lot of words I'd like you to say, and I can't say it on here, but you can kind of get the drift.
Ask him why. just yell at him why. Why? Yeah. Just see what he says, man. Just why. That's it, man.
Kool-Aid Cornbread says, hashtag Lions. When will the Lions finally have Swift take the bulk of the carries? This is 100% great question, and I am so frustrated by not seeing DeAndre Swift run the football more. You draft this guy early in the second round, and he's not on the field running the football. This is ridiculous. We've seen it with Kansas City. They're playing their rookie running back. We're seeing it with Dobbins with the Baltimore Ravens. Why is DeAndre Swift, the young playmaking running back, not running the football more? When are we going to see it? I don't know.
Yeah.
I got it.
But I can tell you right now, I am frustrated beyond belief with this, Dern.
I think you won't see it until we're out of playoff contention. And then there's no reason to play Adrian Peterson.
That's sick because he can really help us win. That is so sick. He's talented.
You think so?
Yep.
I don't know, man. I think Peterson came here for one thing and one thing only, man, just to get numbers. And I think you start sitting Peterson, he's gonna cause a stink.
Let him.
I agree with you. I'm just saying, like, man, that guy turned down Kansas City, to come here.
Right,
Adrian Peterson. So we all know what his agenda is.
Yeah,
he does not want to win. He doesn't care about winning. That's done. It's all about numbers for Peterson. And then if you start sitting him, he'll just cause a problem, I think. I don't know. But you could be right there. You could be right, buddy.
Keith says, hashtag Lions Bears fan, if the Lions win the next two games and go 3-3, do you think the Lions can make a run, or do you think the Lions can challenge either the Bears or the Packers from the North? No, I think the Bears and the Packers are going to own the North. Yep. I think the Packers are really talented, and I think the Chicago Bears has just got a better defense. You win with defense. I mean, how many times have we said this here? You win by running the football and playing good defense. The Lions' defense is bad. If we go 3-3, I think there is a chance to make a playoff push because a lot of NFC teams are bad. I mean, you look at the Dallas Cowboys. They just lost Dak Prescott. The Philadelphia Eagles are bad. The New York Giants are bad. I mean, there's a lot of bad football teams out there. So it's possible. I'm still saying, it's less likely. But 3-3, you do have a chance. Dern.
Yeah.
I don't think we challenge them at all.
Yeah.
Not the way we've been playing, not the way our coaches have tried to change what they're trying to do during the game when things start to go wrong. They don't change it up very well. We always seem to fall apart.
Yeah.
Anything you want to add to that, Mark Orem from Orem's Forum?
Yeah, I totally agree. Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. Aaron Rodgers is playing like a man possessed, man, right now. And all it took was a quarterback to be drafted. And look what he's doing. Look what he's doing because he's got a kid looking over his shoulder at him now. So I think that really motivated him. So we're not going to touch the Pack. We're not going to touch them. They're playing good ball. And Chicago, they're kind of opportunistic right now. They're coming back from games and stuff like that. We don't have that in us right now. So, no, we're not going to make any noise towards the Packer or the Bears.
Darren Mann says, is it just me or when you're watching football during the holiday season, it hits different? Yes, because we're watching from the sideline. We're never in it. We're already looking for, okay, where's the Lions going to draft? If this team loses, then Lions go ahead of this team in the NFL draft. So, yes, I know that feeling. Otay Chap says, will the Saints be a top-tier team with the return of Thomas? They're going to be a team. Yeah, they're a good team. I know a lot of people's not giving them some credit. I mean, because they think Drew Brees is kind of on the downfall, but I think they're a playoff team. And if you get in the dance, you can win anything. We've seen it before. So it kind of depends on the referees as well. The referees seem to kind of screw the New Orleans Saints more than most teams, kind of like the Lions fans there. But I mean, but you're still going to be contending. You got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You got some other good teams out there. The Green Bay Packers, the obviously the Chicago Bears, and the Los Angeles Rams are pretty good. And Seattle Seahawks are very good. So, I mean, you're looking at teams there. But, yeah, I think they're going to make the playoffs for sure. What is your thoughts on Tony Dungy as a GM? My number one option is Louis Riddick as GM and Ryan Day as head coach. First off, that would be fantastic.
That's nice.
I'll take that. I'll take that all day, no pun intended. But if you could get Riddick or as Day as coach, I think that would be a good combination. And Tony Dungy, I'm not sure if you'd be interested in that, but he is a Detroit guy. I think that would be a better option than what we got. I think that he's solid at talent evaluation, Durham.
Sure.